Manchester United has just won against Arsenal in the FA Cup. This was a crazy game. It had a little bit of everything and it was super entertaining. Now, I think a lot of people didn't have a lot of confidence in United going into this game. Everyone thought Arsenal was just going to absolutely demolish us, and then we would go home packing and not make it to the next round of the FA Cup. But I would say the team actually performed pretty good, especially at an away game at the Emirates against Arsenal, who's doing really well right now. I do think they played better than us. They had like 70% possession, a few more chances, and they had a lot of misses right in front of the net. They also had a penalty, which was saved by Bayendir, which we're going to talk about him very soon. But overall, I thought it was a solid performance. We definitely had a lot of chances, and we could have won the game in the 90 minutes, but we had to take it all the way to penalties. First, I want to talk about the referee. I don't know this guy's name, but he was terrible today. This guy was essentially an Arsenal player. Bruno goes down right in front of the box, and he just does not give the free kick, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? If that was anybody else against United, that would have been a call 100%. I thought Bruno had a very, very good game today. He was pretty much everywhere. He got the first goal. He was fighting today. Like, he really put in a shift. I want to quickly talk about Dallo because what the heck are you doing, brother? Like, you literally dove right into, I believe it was Martinelli, which you know is a player that's going to make a meal out of any challenge. When you're on a yellow card in a very important game like today, him making that challenge was so unnecessary. It did not need to happen at all. And I know some people are going to say he didn't really make contact with the player, but at the same time, it's a reckless challenge, and, it deserves to get a booking, in my opinion. I just don't know why he did it. It was just utter nonsense to just go for that ball. It made no sense at all. Now we've got to talk about today's MVP, which is Altay Bayendir. This guy absolutely crushed it today. A penalty save in regular time, then another penalty save against Odegaard again in the penalty shootout at the end of the game. He was an absolute beast in the net today, and if I was Onana, I would be worried. Onana's been, decent, but he's still shaky, and I think Bayendir should be providing more competition for Onana, and I think he will after a performance like today. He pretty much single-handedly won us today's game against Arsenal. If we look at today's stats, Arsenal definitely had more possession than us with 70% to our 30%, which makes sense. They are a possession-based team. They're at home. They're obviously performing a lot better than us, so they're more confident. They had 7 shots on target compared to our 4. More corner kicks, crosses, everything. They definitely outperformed us statistically and probably should have won the game if it wasn't for individual performances today like Bayendir. I think they definitely could have won it if Havertz was on his game today, which he was not. I believe he missed like 2 or 3 balls right in front of the net, which was just crazy to me. And the chances of Odegaard missing 2 penalties in a single game is extremely low, so I think we were a bit lucky today. Our next game is going to be against Ruud van Nistelrooy and his Leicester City team on February 8th at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. This is going to be a crazy game. Hopefully we can win it, but I could just see it in the script. Like, Ruud wins against United in the FA Cup. I could totally see that being a headline. I hope it's not, and I hope we absolutely demolish Leicester City, but I'm just saying, crazier things have happened, and I could see Ruud pulling some kind of magic during that game, but I hope not. So yeah, guys, there you have it. Manchester United is on to the next round of the FA Cup after beating Arsenal in penalties. Like I said before, Bayendir is my man of the match, and I thought it was an entertaining game, but let me know down below in the comments what you thought about today's game. Do you think we deserve to win, and who is your man of the match?